This amendment is simple. It provides $15 million to help stop the opioid crisis ravishing our country. I'm really excited about this because I do think we can get some bipartisan support behind this because it does impact every single one of our districts across the country. According to the CDC, fentanyl is now the leading cause of death for Americans aged 18 to 49. More than 100,000 people per year are dying from overdoses and fentanyl poisonings. Opioids are claiming lives in every single state. The DEA's data reveals that the most recent cases of fentanyl-related harm, overdose, and death in the U.S. are linked directly to illegally made fentanyl. And I think we can all agree that in order to stop this illicit fentanyl crisis, we have to take action here. And I don't think I think, again, there's a lot of agreement on that in this room. So I think we should take a look at some serious questions associated with this illicit fentanyl crisis. So first question to everyone who's making this fentanyl. We know it's China. China is the #1 source of illegal fentanyl in the United States. How is it getting into our communities here in the U.S.? Well, it's being illegally shipped through international mail. It is being trafficked across our southern border. And we know this because the DEA is reporting on that extensively. So we know it's a problem. We know where it's coming from. But how big of a problem is it? Well, in the first 8 months of this fiscal year, CBP already seized 7,745 pounds of fentanyl coming into our country. That's about 3,500 kilograms. And so to just put that in perspective, just 1 kilogram of fentanyl has the potential to kill 500,000 people. 1,000 milligrams of fentanyl, that's about the size of this sugar packet right here, that could kill 500 people. We're talking about thousands and thousands of pounds. So now we have the CCP and the cartels teaming up to get this fentanyl into our country, and Americans in our communities are paying the price for that. So the good news here is that we have agencies that are doing work on the problem. The bad news is they are not very coordinated in doing so. They can definitely be doing better there. And so that's exactly where my amendment comes into play. It takes $15 million from other FDA funds. So yes, it is paid for. It's offset. And it ensures that we are tackling this problem with our agencies to get them to work together. So again, I want to read directly from my amendment. $15 million shall be used for coordinating programs and activities of the Food and Drug Administration with those of the Drug Enforcement Agency and U.S. Customs and Border Protection to combat the illicit importation of opioids, including fentanyl, through international mail facilities and land ports of entry. So I think this amendment makes a lot of sense for our constituents. It reflects a shared priority in stopping this illicit fentanyl from coming into our country, and it is fully offset in helping our agencies work together. So I think we should all support this amendment. We can make a real difference in fighting against fentanyl. So I would ask my colleagues in the room to support this amendment. And Madam Chair, I yield back. Thank you.
Mr. Bishop.